you have fine lines, rosacea, acne, or puffy under eyes, Shark's Cryoglow can address a wide range of skincare concerns. It combines LED face mask technology with Peltier effect cooling pads, which could replace your weekly trips to the salon. The Cryoglow is my first foray into light therapy technology, and while I'm eager to see further studies into the long-term benefits and potential risks, I must say I've been impressed with Shark's first skincare device. Of course, it's not fully effortless. I spent over 7 hours strapped into the Cryoglow in my 2 months of testing, using one of its 3 settings almost every night to put it through its paces. I travel a fair amount too, spending half my time at my partner's home and half at mine. Plus, I go on a lot of international press trips, and unfortunately, Cryoglow is both bulky and inflexible, so it's not exactly primed for effective packing. Nor can it be put in your checked bag because of its lithium-ion battery. Battery life might prove to be irritating in general, especially over time if you're following the advised daily use routine. One thing's for sure though, it's certainly a whole lot more convenient and cost-effective in the long run than weekly trips to the salon to receive the same treatment. But are the results worth it? Let's find out. The Shark Cryoglow is available for $349 or £299. In the UK, it's worth noting that's a small increase in price following the first few months after launch, because it originally cost £249. Out of the box, the Cryoglow comes with a travel bag, an extra set of InstaChill Peltier effect plates, and the mask itself, as well as the attached remote. You can buy a charging stand for the mask for $49 or £, which also gives the mask a more tidy home than drapes across your vanity, much like I have here. In terms of value for money, the Cryoglow may be a bit pricey, but it stands to benefit your beauty budget in the long run. Its biggest competition in home treatment comes from the likes of Current Body, which costs $469 or £399 for its latest Series 2 model. Regular trips to the salon, where treatments can range anything from $25 to $200 or £25 to £200 each trip, which adds up quickly if you want to sustain the results. Unlike many of its competitors, Shark's Cryoglow is a rigid, hard-shelled light therapy mask with added cushioning for comfort around the eyes and on the forehead. While it's a little heavy and inflexible for my liking when it comes to travel, it's still pretty comfortable in use, owing to these adjustable straps which go across the top and sides of the head and spread the mask's weight, as well as the holes for the eyes, mouth and nose. While these cutouts are pretty comfortable, I'd argue against using the mask while doing anything other than relaxation or maybe some light doom scrolling. The remote is wired into the mask itself and features a small LCD screen on which you can track and select your skincare routines and the time remaining during a treatment, as well as the dial for selecting options. The mask charges via a USB-C connector in the remote. Under the hood, Cryoglow features 160 tri-wick LEDs, which translates to 480 light sources across the 3 light therapy programs: red, blue, and deep infrared light. Beneath the eye holes are the InstaChill cooling pads, which use the Peltier effect, a thermoelectric phenomenon which creates a cooling effect on the skin side of the cooling pads when powered, as well as fan technology to deliver under-eye bag busting cooling. Clever stuff. By default, the mask features just one set of these cooling pads, but if you find it more comfortable, you can add an included second pair to bring the cooling closer to your face. I personally found that to be a lot more comfortable. It's worth highlighting that a vast majority of competitor products feature a more flexible form factor, which might be more accommodating for different face shapes and sizes. However, from what I've found so far in my own testing, consumer reviews and opinions of my friends and family who've tried the Shark mask, the hard shell one-size-all approach seems to be fairly liked. Plus, you benefit from the under-mask fans, which keep everything cool and refreshing in use. Shark's Cryoglow comes with 3 preset light therapy routines that address different skincare goals: better aging treatment mode, blemish repair treatment mode, and skin sustain treatment mode. Each mode uses different LED cycles to penetrate the skin. Better aging uses red LEDs and infrared over a 6-minute cycle to reduce fine lines and firm skin, with a recommended 8-week course to see the results. Blemish repair mode adds blue LEDs to the mix across an 8-minute routine to improve blemishes, smooth skin, and improve the appearance of pores after a 4-week course, which is the main reason I was excited for the Shark Cryoglow as a near lifelong acne sufferer. Once you've completed a full cycle of one of these 2 treatments, Skin Sustain mode combines all 3 light treatments into one 4-minute cycle designed to maintain the results. The idea is that you keep doing this for as long as you can after the cycle, and for me that's been a little bit hard of a commitment. Using the remote, you can also opt to add under-eye cooling with one of 3 intensity settings, or you can use the 4th treatment option in the remote, which is under-eye revive mode, and that depuffs your eyes for up to 15 minutes without using the LEDs. However, if you're buying it just for that, I would recommend going to your local drugstore and just getting some under-eye masks instead. I tried the blemish repair and better aging treatments in my time with the mask, starting with blemish repair mode for the full recommended 4-week cycle. Though my quest for a fully effective adult acne blasting solution continues, I did at least notice a reduction in my acne. With consistent daily use, my pimples reduced in size, severity, and with less redness. I have very large pores, and they were at least somewhat tightened and smoothed by the treatment. Overall, my acne was quicker to heal as well. However, that could be due to the amount of fans under the mask. For me though, that's worth it. I found few solutions that are at all effective in making my acne better to live with. However, it's still a big investment for a fairly moderate result, and I can only anecdotally say that it had a noticeable effect on my skin. I'll be continuing to use the Cryoglow for as long as I can to see if the improvements continue, but my search for my acne silver bullet continues, and so might yours. Following blemish repair mode, I took a 2-week test break to see how lasting the results are and found my skin slowly returned to form by the end of that break. That's when I picked up the mask again to try better aging mode. As of right now, I'm just over halfway through that treatment and I've seen some positive early results when it comes to fine line reduction. However, these aren't yet too much of a problem for me, not to brag. However, I do struggle with skin puffiness, especially when I'm run down, and the red light therapy proved effective in soothing my inflammation. Easily the most effective part for me, however, has been the Insta-Chill under-eye cooling. No longer do my puffy eyelids and under-eye bags betray my terrible sleep schedule, though you might not believe that to look at me right now. However, I do feel much more refreshed and relaxed from my daily cooling treatment. I've been using single-use eye masks for about a year now, and Cryoglow is both more effective and less wasteful, a double whammy of cosmetic coolness. The cycles of the Cryoglow treatments are relatively short, meaning it doesn't feel too large of a commitment, but the short battery life means you only see 3 or 4 treatments through, and if you're regularly on the move, you might find it a little bit frustrating to tow around in the long term. Overall, I've been really impressed with the Shark Cryoglow, but as with all beauty tech, I'll hazard that the results may vary. Mine were noticeable to a degree, but it's a big daily commitment to ongoing skincare at a fairly high cost. That being said, it's also encouraged me to have better skincare all around, and it's more affordable in the long run than salon treatments, single eye masks, and a whole lot of pimple patches. While pricey, the Shark Cryoglow offers a unique twist on the LED face mask beauty craze, in that its Peltier effect Insta-Chill pads work to reduce your under-eye puffiness. Does this alone justify the lofty price tag? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out TechRadar.com for my full review.